and welcome to Friday's edition of the Regional News. We tell you a comprehensive study conducted across 15 Caribbean territories by CAF Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean has revealed significant deficiencies in the region's infrastructure, emphasizing the need for climate-resilient investments. With Caribbean countries disproportionately vulnerable to the impacts of climate change, these gaps hinder efforts at building resilience against environmental shocks. The preliminary findings were presented to senior Caribbean and Commonwealth Secretariat officials in London during a symposium organized by CAF in partnership with the Commonwealth Secretariat and the Antigua and Barbuda High Commission to the United Kingdom titled Accelerating Collective Action in Support of Caribbean SIDS. The findings will support leaders, policymakers, and development partners in making decisions about climate resilience initiatives, understanding resource scarcity constraints, economic diversification opportunities, and unlocking critical financing. CAF was deliberate in extending the scope of the study beyond its shareholder countries, recognizing that these issues affect all Caribbean countries. Over in Grenada, Grenada's Ministry of Agriculture is sounding the alarm about a potential banana disease that could decimate the country's agricultural sector. Tropical race 4, known as TR4, a lethal fungal disease that has already devastated banana crops across Latin America, South America, and Asia, has not yet reached Grenada. However, agricultural authorities are taking aggressive preventative measures to keep it out. In the past, Panama disease was thought to be a disease of heliconias and maybe just attacking bananas by the way, but that was not so because in the long run, it would have wiped out our groves, Michael, said Francis Noel, Acting Pest Management Officer Francis Noel warned farmers to be vigilant, and once they are seeing leaves wilt, starts to get discolored, and start falling and forming a skirt around the plant, it's something to be suspicious about. Regarding prevention, Noel stressed in the case of TR4, if farmers notice there's a problem, they should not interfere, but rather call the pest management unit or inform an extension officer. And now for some international news. U.S. regulators want a federal judge to break up Google to prevent the company from continuing to squash competition through its dominant search engine after a court found it had maintained an abusive monopoly over the past decade. The proposed breakup, floated in a 23-page document filed late Wednesday by the U.S. Department of Justice, calls for sweeping punishments that would include a sale of Google's industry-leading Chrome web browser and impose restrictions to prevent Android from favoring its own search engine. Although regulators stopped short of demanding Google sell Android too, they asserted the judge should make it clear the company could still be required to divest its smartphone operation system if its oversight committee continues to see evidence of misconduct. I am KERESE Gonsalves. Thank you for watching.